KPM.
Okay, and that is the last one. Okay.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, what are you doing?
I am arranging some photos I took of my friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what do you think?
It's a lot, and I think
Yeah.
it looks very colorful.
Thank you, teacher. Yeah, these are just moments I captured in school with some of my classmates. And you know, I just realized I don't have a photo of you, teacher. Can I take some of your photos?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Here's
So
my
I'll just
camera.
stand right here?
Yep, just right there. Okay, ready? 1, 2, smile. That's right. Hello everybody. Welcome to Menengah Atas with me, Chris MJ. And today we are learning Bahasa Inggeris with Teacher Liyana. Hi teacher.
Hi, Chris.
Thanks so much for being with us today. But before we proceed with today's class, I also want to give a huge shout out and thanks to Teacher Saiful as our sign language interpreter for today's episode. Now, next, I would like to invite Teacher Liyana to introduce our pupils on Google Meet. Teacher, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Chris. So, hello everyone. We have 4 friends here with us.
Where are they? Where are my 4 friends?
Yeah, I think I found them.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah,
okay.
there they are.
Hi guys. Okay, go ahead, teacher.
Okay, first we have Razin. So, Razin, if you could just wave to everyone.
Hi, Razin.
And then we have Hafiz.
Hello, Hafiz.
Hello, Hafiz. And then we have Hanani.
Hi, Hanani.
Okay, and then we have Dina.
Hi,
Hello,
Dina. All right. So before we proceed, I'd like to ask everyone watching as well as those on Google Meets, are you ready for today's class? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Where's the thumbs up? Okay,
Okay.
everyone. So everyone is ready. Well, Miss Liyana, what are we going to learn today?
Okay, so for today, we are going to learn about high-tech world photography. Okay, this is taken from lesson 98 from our English Form 5 syllabus, and it's taken from Unit 11 High-Tech World. So everybody at home, please refer to our textbook download page 142.
All right.
So Chris, our lesson will focus on 2 things.
Okay.
First would be grammar, which is derivative, and second would be listening. So
Alright.
those 2. Okay, so before we proceed, I'd like to hear some opinion from our friends.
Yep.
Okay, so we have several questions. The first one, since it's about photography, do you like taking pictures? So anybody would like to share what they think about this?
Okay,
Okay,
Hafiz.
Hafiz. Go ahead, Hafiz.
Okay, I do like to take pictures. It's because it can connect us to our past, and they also remind us of people, places, feelings, and stories.
Wow.
Ah, wow, that's quite deep.
That's deep, indeed.
Connecting us to the past, yeah, definitely, because sometimes we would forget what happened in the
Yeah.
past.
Yep.
So having pictures would remind us of what happened in the past.
Yep. Thank you, Hafiz.
Thank you, Hafiz. Okay, anybody else would like to share about this?
Do you like taking pictures? Okay, Dina.
Yes, I do love taking pictures because I love creating beautiful things from different perspectives and angles.
So creating things, yeah,
Yeah.
pictures can help us create things as well. And it's normally like the picture that you've just shown us,
Yeah.
Chris. So
And
beautiful
it also
ones.
triggers our creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. How about we go to the next question, teacher? What's the next one?
Okay, for the next one, what do you like to take pictures of?
Oh, good question.
Uh-huh.
Who would like to answer this? Okay.
Razin.
Razin, go ahead.
I usually like to take pictures of beautiful, breathtaking, and also calm sceneries.
So scenery. So Razid, can you share with us what are the places, the breathtaking places that you have taken pictures of?
Some of my breathtaking sceneries that I prefer to take pictures of is beautiful islands and also tropical rainforests and rivers.
Which island is that, Razin?
Island, I love Hawaii actually.
Hawaii.
Oh, I haven't been there, but I would love
Yeah.
to take a picture of Hawaii.
Yeah, if we have the chance, why not, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so anybody else would like to share regarding the same question? Okay, Hafiz.
Okay, I like to take pictures of animals such as cats because I love cats so much. And for your information, I have 9 cats at home.
What? Okay. That's
Okay, 9
very interesting.
cats.
Very
So
fun fact.
that's quite a lot. So, what's the name of the cat that you love the most?
Whoosh. Teacher, that's a difficult question. I'm sure.
Her name is Cookie.
Cookie.
Okay.
That's quite a cute name.
Very cute name. Okay, we're gonna go to
Okay.
our next question, teacher.
Thank you, Hafiz. Okay, next. Do you prefer to take pictures on your smartphone or a camera? So anyone would like to share?
Okay, Hanani.
Okay, Hanani.
I prefer taking pictures on my smartphone
Why?
because smartphone is more convenient and like to bring it everywhere at any time. So whenever I'm feeling like taking pictures, I always have my smartphone with me to take pictures right away.
Smartphone.
So yeah, smartphone. I think everybody has smartphones nowadays.
Same. I have the same answer as Hanani as well. High five. All right.
It's very convenient.
What about you, teacher?
Okay, I think for me, yeah, definitely a phone because we bring it everywhere that we go.
It's very convenient.
It's very convenient.
And
Okay,
what's
anyone
the
else?
Next? Oh, what's the next question, teacher?
Okay, the next question that we have: where do you store the pictures you have taken? So anybody would like to respond? Okay, Dina.
I usually store my pictures in phone because it allows me to reminisce whenever I want since I have my phone with me all the time.
So yeah, it's easier as well. You can
Yeah.
just scroll through our gallery to
Yep.
have a look at the pictures.
Wow. Yeah, good job, everybody. Thanks so much for answering. I think that were great sharings as well. And but teacher, before we proceed, is it okay if we take a short break?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, for our friends watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here at Slot Menengah Atas with teacher Liyana on today's topic, photography.
Didik TV KPM.
Hi everybody, my name is Chris MJ and you're watching Slot Menengah Atas here on Didik TV KPM, where we are focusing on Bahasa Inggeris together with teacher Liyana and my friends on Google Meets. Give me a wave. Today we have Dina, we have Hafiz, Razin and Hanani with us. Hi everyone. Alright, so everyone is ready for today's lesson. Without further ado, I would like to pass this time to teacher Liyana. What are we going to focus in this segment, teacher?
Okay, thank you, Chris. So in this segment, we are going to focus on grammar.
Grammar.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so for grammar, I'm going to introduce derivatives.
Derivatives.
So it's a grammar item and I know it may sound unfamiliar. So let's explore what it is.
Okay.
Okay. So derivatives, it's actually a word or words which are developed from another word. So if you have a look, the example given, the word photographic is a derivative of the word photography. So the word photographic
okay.
comes from the word photography.
I see.
Okay, so what's more interesting, these two words, it belongs to two different families. So for the word photographic, it functions as an adjective, whereby an adjective, the function is to describe the qualities of nouns. Meanwhile, the word photography itself, it is a noun, which is a word that refers to a person, place, thing, event, substance, or quality. So derivatives are quite interesting. They can belong to two different families, yet they come from the same word.
Right.
Okay, so let's look at the definition. The word photographic, it means relating to, used for, or produced by photography. So it functions as an adjective. Meanwhile, photography itself means the activity or job of taking photographs of filming. So again, another interesting thing is, even the definitions are different.
Right.
Yeah, but it comes from the same word. Okay, so you might wonder, why do we need to know this? Okay, so for viewers at home, you can refer to our textbook, page 142, and this is activity 1.
Okay.
The one on top. Okay. So this is activity 1. We are going to do this. Can I get someone to please read the instructions for me?
Okay, who would like to read the instructions? Raise your hands. Anybody? Okay, Hafiz. Over to you, Hafiz.
Okay. In listening task, the question often contains slightly different wording from what the speakers actually say. One example of this is the use of derivatives, different forms of a word. Therefore, it is useful to be able to recognize words in their different forms quickly. Complete the tables below.
Okay, thank you, Hafiz. So this is the main reason why we need to know derivatives, because even in the instruction given, when we do listening tasks, what we listen to might be different from what is stated on paper.
Right.
So it's very important that you know how a certain word could change.
Okay.
So if we know this, we can identify what we need to listen to.
All right.
Okay, so now,
So this is the first activity.
Yeah, this is activity 1, the first activity in page 142.
All right.
As you could see, there's two different tables over there. The adjectives are given. However, the nouns and the adverbs are blanked. So it's our pupil's task to convert or to change the adjective to become a noun or to become an adverb. So just a quick recap. Adjectives, it's a word that describes the qualities of nouns. So for example, words such as tall, short, all of those are adjectives. Noun, it's a word that refers to a person, place, thing, event, substance, or quality. So words such as table, it's a noun. Girl, it's a noun. Boy, it's a noun. Okay, and then we have adverb. So adverb are words that describes verbs or adjectives. So for example, the girl walks quickly. So quickly is the adverb.
Okay.
It describes how the girl walks. So just a little recap for the grammar items.
All right.
Okay, now it's our pupil's task to try and change the adjective to the noun. Number 1 is given. That's the example over there. The adjective photographic, when it becomes a noun, it becomes photography. So for the second one, technological. Anybody would like to try and change that one?
Okay. So what is the noun for technological?
I think Hanani.
Hanani?
Put up
Okay,
her hand.
go ahead, Hanani.
The noun for technological is technology. How to spell it? Technology. Technology.
Okay, so let me just
Okay.
spell it out.
Technology. Okay.
Okay.
So we will check the answer later, is it, teacher?
Yeah. So
Okay.
now we just do it.
We just
first.
do the
Yeah.
activity first. Okay. Who would like to go for question number 3? Okay, Razin.
For question number 3, the answer is popularity.
Popularity.
So it is spelling Popularyty. Popularity.
Okay.
Okay, and for number 4?
Thank you, Razin. Number 4.
Thank you, Razin. Hafiz.
So the answer is expense, and how to spell it is EXPENSE.
Okay. Next one. The fifth word, convenient. I think it's Dina.
Yeah, Dina. I saw Dina raise her hand. Go ahead, Dina.
And the number 5 is convenience. CONVENIENCE. Convenience.
All right. And how about number 6? Thank you, Dina.
The noun would be enjoyment. ENJOYMENT. Enjoyment.
All right. Thank you. And number 7. Okay, go ahead, Razin.
And number 7 is technologically. So it's spelled TECHNOLOGICALLY. Technologically.
Nice. So that's the adverb, right? Okay. And next for digital, for number 8. Who would like to go? Hafiz, go. Over to you.
So the answer is digitally, and the spelling is DIGITALLY.
Thank you, Hafiz. Teacher, okay?
Oh yeah. So
Nice.
far,
We
okay.
have another 4 questions.
Yeah.
And how about number 9? Okay, Dina, over to you.
Sorry. The answer is simply. SIMPLY. Simply.
Simply. And how about number 10?
Okay.
We have another 3 questions.
Okay. So the adverb would be expensively. EXPENSIVELY. Expensively.
Okay, thank you very
Okay.
much. How about 11? Okay, Razin?
Okay. 11 is conveniently, and it's spelled CONVENIENTLY. Conveniently.
Okay then.
Thank you, Razin. And last but not least, number 12. Okay, Hafiz, over to you.
So the answer is electronically, and the spelling is ELECTRONICALLY.
Okay.
Good job, everybody.
Okay, good job everyone. So over on the adverbs part, it's a bit lengthy,
Yep.
but they managed to do it. So
Yep.
that's good. Okay, now let us check the answers.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's the same with what they have given us.
Yes.
So good job everyone.
Good job, everybody. And teacher, how did our pupils do for this activity?
Okay, since there's 12 questions,
Yep.
I think I'll give them, but one is the
Example, okay.
So I think we'll give it 11 over 11.
11 over 11. Great
Yeah,
job,
full marks.
everyone. Okay. Teacher, before we proceed, how about we take a short break? Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, for our friends watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with teacher Liyana for Bahasa Inggeris slot menengah atas.
Didik TV KPM.
Welcome everyone to Slot Menengah Atas with me, Chris MJ, as your host. And in this episode, we will be focusing on Bahasa Inggeris together with teacher Liyana, as well as our pupils on Google Meets. Give me a wave, everybody. And are you ready? If you are ready, give me a double thumbs up for today's topic, which is high-tech photography. Okay, teacher Liyana, in our next segment, what are we going to focus on, teacher?
Okay, in our next segment, we are going to focus on listening exercise.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah, we need to be really attentive.
All right.
Okay, so now we are going to proceed. This is our title for this segment, Listening Attitudes to Photography. So later on, we will listen to some recordings in which the speakers would tell us their personal opinion and their attitudes towards photography.
All right.
Okay, so everybody, if you're at home, you can refer to download page 142, and for this segment, it's activities 2 and 3. But first, we'll look at activity 2. Okay, so activity 2, it's mostly about us identifying keywords. Okay, before we listen, we need to identify the keywords. Okay, so this is activity 2. Can I get someone to read the instructions for me?
Look at the list A until H and underline the most important words in each sentence. In instance, the words that differentiate each sentence from the others.
Okay, thank you, Hanani. So the instructions given to us is for us to look at the list that it's given A till H, and then we need to underline and identify the keywords.
Okay.
Why? Because it will be easier for us to identify the main ideas when the speakers talk.
Understand?
Okay. So, there's also one important note that we can find in our textbook. So if anyone could read this out loud, please.
Okay, maybe Hafiz?
The speakers are all talking about the same topic, so sentences A to H will probably have a lot of things in common. Make sure you read them carefully and underline the important words in order to fully understand the meaning of the sentences and how they differ from each other.
Okay, thank you, Hafiz. So one important tip that we can find in this textbook is we need to really go through A till H. Why? Because we need to fully understand what it means, because each speaker talks about the same thing. So we need to differentiate how the speakers are different from each other, from what they are speaking about.
All right. Okay, so before we proceed with the listening activity, maybe Miss Liyana could share with us what are the keywords that we should be paying attention to.
Okay, sure. So now let's go to activity 2.
Okay.
List A until H. So for the first part, anyone would like to share with us the keywords?
Me, teacher.
Okay, sure.
So the keyword for A is disagrees and modern technology.
Okay, what do you understand by that, Hanani?
I understand that the speaker might be talking about how they disagree with the way how modern technology works these days.
Wow.
So yeah, being whether they disagree or not with how modern technology works these days.
Okay.
So I think for the next ones, for B, I think that would be the keyword. Prefers to have his or her photo taken, meaning the speaker over here, he or she likes to take likes for people to take his or her photos compared to him or her taking photos of others. Okay, and then next C, the keyword would be relies on latest developments, meaning this person really depends on the latest technology for him or her to work.
Right.
And then next for D, the keywords are not interested, complicated, and expensive. So this person over here, he or she is not interested with anything that's quite expensive and quite complicated. He or she prefers something simple. Okay, next would be E, needs help to keep up with changes. So this particular person needs others to maybe help him or her keep up with the latest technology. And then F, doesn't understand the popularity of photography. So that's the keywords. And maybe this person really can't understand how photography has become so popular nowadays.
Right.
And then G, digital technology has taken the fun out of photography. So maybe one person thinks that when we use technology, it's not really that fun anymore as compared to when we take pictures ourselves.
Okay.
And H, impressed with the advances in technology. So for this person, he or she is maybe wowed by the advances, by the technology that's being used. So those are the important keywords that we need to understand. So after this, once we have understood the keywords, it's time for us to properly listen.
Okay. So everyone pay attention for the next activity, teacher.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
so for the next activity, this is where we match the extracts to the list given. Okay, for viewers at home, this is actually activity 3. So you can refer to activity 3,
Okay.
where there's the instructions given and list A till H. Okay, can I get someone to read the instructions out loud for activity 3?
Okay, maybe Razin?
Yes. Alright. So the instructions, you will hear 5 short extracts in which people are talking about photography. For questions 1 to 5, choose from the list A till H what each speaker says about their attitude to photography. Use the letters only once. There are 3 extra letters which you do not need to use.
Okay, thank you, Razin. So based on the instruction, we will listen to 5 different speakers talking about their attitudes to photography. Okay, so you can only use the letters once, meaning if you choose for speaker 1A, you cannot use the option A anymore.
Okay, understood.
Okay? And most importantly, there are 3 extra letters which serves to somehow confuse us. So we need to be really careful when selecting what they say.
To make sure you really pay attention. Okay.
Okay, so we are going to proceed to the activity.
Alright.
But before that, there are some important steps that you need to know. First, it's really advisable for you to know your derivatives, how each word could change to another word. Second, we need to read the list given, and this was just done by us. And then third, underline and understand keywords in the list. We did this as well just now.
Okay.
Okay, and then next, this is what we are going to do. Number 4, we need to listen carefully. Number 5, we need to choose the best answer. And number 6, since there are distractors, we need to cross out the chosen answers.
Okay. Understood.
So now this is speaker 1. Okay, now I am going to guide you on how you can actually answer this question.
Alright.
So for speaker 1, let's listen to what speaker 1 has to say.
Okay, pay attention everyone.
Unit 11. Listening. Exercise 3. Speaker 1.
My cameras are the tools that I use to make a living. So obviously it's important that I'm fully up to date with all the cutting-edge developments in camera equipment. I've got 3 very expensive cameras with all the latest features. And of course, I've got lots of memory cards for transferring the images onto my computer for editing. As I can take thousands of photos in a working day, I'm very grateful for all the labor-saving programs that make my job easier. I love my work taking photos of people, but I wish people wouldn't try to take photos of me, as I hate having my own photo taken.
Okay, so that's the opinion of speaker 1. So after we listen, we need to choose our answer. Okay, let's say the answer that we have chosen is C,
Alright.
in which it relies on latest developments in photographic technology. So once we have chosen the answer, we cross it out. Why? Because after this, we won't be looking at C anymore for the option. Okay, why do we say C? It's because this speaker, he says that the cameras are tools for him to make a living. So it's important that he's fully up to date with all the cutting edge developments. So those words that he said matches with C, relies on latest developments. Okay, so next we are going to go to speaker 2. And
Alright.
this time round, we'll get our pupils to do it for us.
Okay, so everyone pay attention and answer as we are listening.
Okay, so now let's
Speaker
listen
2.
to speaker 2.
I love taking photos, but most of mine are taken at parties, nights out, or on holiday. What I need from a camera is simplicity. I'm not into complex cameras or having the latest technology. I'd rather have a camera that's user-friendly and cheap, especially as I have a habit of dropping or losing mine. If I drop my camera and damage it, I can't be bothered to get it repaired. I'd rather just buy a new one. Some of my friends just use their phones instead of a camera. But as my phone is quite expensive, I prefer to leave it safely in my bag and snap away with my cheap camera instead.
Okay, so now could anybody tell us what's the answer?
Okay, raise your hands. Okay, Razin.
Okay. The answer would be sentence D.
D.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it is D. Can you tell us why, Razin?
Alright, if I listen carefully to the audio, the speaker thought that she wants a camera which is simple and not too complex. And another point that she wants a cheap camera so that she doesn't have to pay much if the camera is damaged one day.
So yeah, thank you, Razin. As what you have pointed out, the most important points here would be not into complex camera, so something that is simple. And then it's user-friendly and cheap as well. So that's why Speaker D's statement matches with D.
All
so
right.
not interested, yeah.
Good job, Razin.
Okay, next we're going to go to speaker number 3.
Okay.
So let's listen.
Speaker 3. I used to have quite a good camera, but it broke about 6 months ago. I was going to get it fixed, but in the meantime I started using my mobile phone to take photos instead. I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised. The technology in phones these days has developed so much that it means the cameras are really good. I've actually been very happy with the photos I've taken with my phone, and it's all so convenient. I've always got my phone with me because I call people and send text messages a lot. So it means I've also always got a camera without having to carry another piece of equipment around. I don't think I'll bother getting my camera repaired at all.
So now who could tell us what's the answer for speaker 3?
Okay, Hafiz.
So I think the answer is H.
H. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah. Why do you think so, Hafiz?
Okay, in my opinion, that the speakers mentioned that he was surprised by the technology in phone these days that has developed so much, which it means that the phone's camera is nearly as good as a professional camera.
Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so as you could see, speaker 3 mentioned that he was pleasantly surprised, just like what Hafiz said. And the technology in phones has developed so much, so it's almost as the same as a professional camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so good job, Hafiz.
Good job. Okay.
Okay, now we are going to proceed to speaker 4. Now let's have a listen.
All right.
Speaker 4.
If only you could believe what you see in photos. In the old days, we used to say the camera never lies, but that's simply not true anymore. Nowadays, everyone's using these programs to alter the photos digitally. Digital manipulation, I think it's called. Anyway, clothing and cosmetic companies have their photos altered to make the models look slimmer or more perfect. I'd rather see the real person, and wouldn't we all? I can't understand why messing about with photos is so popular. I think it's wrong.
Okay, now can I get anyone to answer this? Which one for speaker 4?
And Dina.
I think the answer is A.
So let's have a look.
Because
Yeah, it is A. Why, Dina?
because she mentions that she rather see the real person instead of the flawlessly edited one. And she also mentioned that she doesn't understand why photo manipulation such as Photoshop is so popular and think it's wrong.
So let's have a look. So yeah, she definitely does think it's wrong, and she would rather see the real person. So she can't understand why we should mess around with photos as it is. Okay, thank you, Dina. That's a very good point that you have stated. Okay, now we are going to go to speaker 5. Okay, let's have a listen.
Speaker 5.
I don't own a digital camera myself, I've still got my lovely old camera which uses a roll of film. It's terribly outdated now, but I prefer it that way. In the old days, taking a good photo used a lot of skill. You had to understand the complicated things about how the camera worked. Nowadays, it's all done for you, and even if you don't take the perfect shot, you can fix it electronically afterwards. I think that's cheating, and I can't see how modern photography is at all enjoyable. Where's the challenge and excitement in that?
Okay, so now
Right.
can I get someone to identify the answer for speaker 5?
Hanani.
The answer would be G. Things digital technology has taken the fun out of photography.
Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it's definitely G. So why Hanani? Why do you say so?
The speaker mentioned that kids can't see how modern photography is at all enjoyable. So he also mentioned that in the old days, you require skills and you need to learn how to take good photos. But nowadays, everything is done for you. So he can't see where's the challenge and the excitement in photography nowadays.
Okay, so let's have a look. So this is what the speaker said, and I think it matches with what Hanani said. Okay, so we can see how modern photography is at all enjoyable. So there's no challenge anymore.
So teacher, how did our friends do for this activity, teacher?
I think they perform excellently.
Excellently. Okay, good job everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Amazing job. So everyone was listening attentively. Alright, so but before we actually proceed any further, maybe teacher, could you share some reminders on the tips that pupils need to pay attention to when we have this listening exercise?
Okay, so for listening exercises, right, we need to have a pre-listening preparation as well.
Alright.
So for example, number 1, that's pre-listening. So before you listen, know your derivatives, know how a word could change to other words. And it could come from same original word. For example, photography, photographic, so it's all in the same family.
Alright.
Okay, after that, as a pre-listening as well, we need to read the list given. So there's time for you to have a look at the list. For example, the ones A till H, read it first.
Okay.
And then third, this is pre-listening as well. We need to underline and understand the keywords. So if you are not sure of what it is when you do exercises, you can definitely ask your friends, your teachers, or refer to the dictionary. And then while we listen, number 4, listen carefully.
Yes.
And I think our friends did
Not
this.
just listen, but listen
Yes.
carefully. Okay.
And then for number 5, this is after listening, whereby we need to choose the best answer. So after we have chosen the best answer, for number 6, we need to cross it out so it won't confuse us.
Right. There you have it. Thank you very much, teacher, for sharing those important steps that we all need to pay attention to as a pre-listening exercise or activity. Alright, but before we proceed any further, teacher, is it okay we take a short break?
Yeah.
Alright, so for my friends watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here with teacher Liyana for slot Menengah Atas Bahasa Inggeris.
KPM.
Hi everyone, apa khabar semua? You're watching slot Menengah Atas with me, Chris MJ, here on Didik TV KPM. And today, we are focusing on Bahasa Inggeris with the topic of high-tech photography with teacher Liyana. Alright teacher, so what are we going to do next, teacher?
Okay, we are going to play a game next.
Oh, okay. What game?
It's a word game, so I call it to derive or not to derive.
Alright.
So it's a game on derivation.
Okay.
So I need your help with this, Chris.
Can, teacher? So what would the pupils need to do?
Okay, so this is the game.
Alright.
Our pupils need to fill in the blanks but it's going to be random, whereby we have the 3 colored papers over there.
Okay.
Our pupils would have to choose which color do they prefer. Is it blue, is it orange, or is it yellow? So once they have chosen the colors, then Chris, you can hold it up and we can see what number is stated on the card.
Okay, there are numbers here.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just choose a color.
Yes. So let's see if the number shows 2, meaning our pupils would have to answer the one in number 2.
Okay, understood. Okay.
So can we start now?
Yes, teacher, everyone ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, Hafiz, are you ready? Yep. Okay, okay, let's go.
Okay, so maybe you'd like to ask anyone?
So who would like to go first? Raise your hands. Okay, Hanani. Over to you, Hanani. You want to choose yellow, orange, or blue?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. I'll just pick a random one. And your number is 7.
7.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You have to answer number 7.
So number 7 is there. Okay, on the slide. Can you see the slide? Okay.
The instruction is change the word convenience to its adjective form. So the answer would be convenient.
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 Okay.
Okay, I think...
Is that?
Yeah, I think this is the correct one.
Yes, good job, Hanani. Okay, Ting. Okay, next.
Okay.
Who would like to go? Maybe Dina. How about you? Okay, Dina, what color would you like to choose?
Yellow, please.
Yellow, please. Okay, and your number is 4.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Go back to start.
Everyone is like surprised. Okay. Oh, go back to start.
Yeah, so she loses her turn.
Oh no. Maybe you should give her another chance.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give her another yellow color. Okay.
Alright.
Number 10.
Okay, number 10. The answer is enjoyment. Their enjoyment ended after being scolded.
Enjoyment. So just spell it out.
Okay. So it's coming from the word enjoy.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, this is the correct one.
Nice. Good job. Okay, who's next? Hafiz or Razin? Okay, Hafiz. Go ahead, Hafiz. What color would you like to choose?
I like choose orange.
Orange. Okay. And your answer is 6. I mean, answer pula. Your question is 6. Number 6.
6. Grandmother's death made them sad.
Death. Just write it here. Okay, this is correct. Good job. Good job.
Alright,
Hafiz.
good job. And last but not least, we have Razin. What color would you like to choose?
I'd say yellow.
Yellow. Okay, and your number is number 8.
Wait.
Move ahead 2 spaces.
Oh, okay. Move ahead 2 spaces and you go to 10.
To 10.
Alright. How about another color, Razin?
Another color. Another color would be blue.
Blue. Okay. Your number is 9.
9. Right. Okay. So the answer, the photo has been altered digitally.
Okay, digitally. Okay, yeah, this is correct as
Correct.
well.
Good job, Razin. Okay, teacher, can I try one
Yeah, sure.
question? Okay.
Would you like to pick?
I'll pick blue.
You pick blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
yours
it's number
is
11.
number 11. The students were ... So what do you think it is?
Okay, the main word is excited. The students were excited. Is that correct, teacher?
Excited. So-
E-X-C-I-T-E-D.
Okay, that's how you spell it.
Yeah.
EX.
Is that
Yes,
correct?
that's definitely correct.
Yes! Okay. So
Okay.
how did our pupils do for this activity, teacher?
I think they are all a star.
All the stars.
So we'll give them 5/5.
5 over 5. Good job, everybody. And also, teacher, could you share how did our pupils do overall for today's lesson on photography, listening and grammar? Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
I think all of them managed to do it excellently. And I think we need to give them a 10 over 10.
10 over 10.
definite
Wow, great job, everybody. Congrats. You deserve a pat on the back. But before we actually proceed any further, maybe Miss Liyana would like to share with us some tips on how we can better understand or better listen for future exercises.
Okay, sure. So, here are some tips which I think could benefit everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so it's quite a few. First, we need to read the instructions. I think this is relevant for all activities, but for listening, this is very important as well.
True.
And then we need to highlight keywords. So when you look at the list or when you look at a particular piece of paper, you need to identify what is being said.
Okay.
And then you need to understand the meaning or you need to know the derivatives. So you really need to know the words that's being displayed. And then focus intently when you want to listen. And then we need to eliminate irrelevant parts. So let's say if you feel that, this particular item is something you're not sure of, you can eliminate it.
Okay.
Okay, and finally, of course, we need to choose the correct answer as well.
There you go. So before you even choose the answer, these are some tips from teacher Liyana, alright? So everyone can apply this as well. But teacher, maybe you could also share with us how can we get extra resources for today's lesson, teacher?
Okay, we can go to the portal called Delima, the Delima portal.
Okay, Delima portal. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much, Teacher Liyana, for today's class, and thank you for watching and joining us for today's lesson. I hope that you learned something new today on listening, and we will see you again only on Slot Menengah Atas, Didik TV KPM. Bye, everybody.